everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we finished a very silly and very frustrating scenario by someone named Enraged Slith. We don't have to do any more of those, so it's time to move on to someone else who's done 3 or 4 scenarios, someone by the name of Nemesis. And the first scenario we've got is one called the Ritual of Registration. The reason I'm not starting it right now is because I want to explain something. Because I think this is going to be a bit of an inside joke. Now, most of the people who watch my episodes are people who play Spiderweb software games, but for the few of you who aren't fans of the Spiderweb software games, or people who have regularly played it, all 2 of you, and even that's being generous, Spiderweb software gives out demos of all of its games. Every single one, even the one that just came out a couple weeks ago. Now, with this particular engine and this kind of thing, you could wander around the outer world and go through a good portion of it, but once you hit a certain spot, if you tried to go further in the outside, you'd suddenly be blocked by the mighty shareware demon, who would prevent you from going any further at all, and told you that you could only get past him by completing the Ritual of Registration, which basically means buy the game. I have a feeling that this scenario is basically going to be a giant reference to it. We'll find out very soon. So, let's enter the scenario. The Ritual of Registration. All adventurers must register. Suddenly a horrible creature appears before you, bathed in a sickening cloud of sulfur and smoke. You had heard of this legendary beast, but tales did not prepare you for the true terror of its presence. It's the shareware demon. You try to move around it, but it mocks you, blocking your progress with a red, scaly, beefy arm. It says, "Beware, mortal! You are trying to pass a forbidden barrier." It grins. "To play any scenario besides Valley of Dying Things, or any further than these particular locations in the other Avernum games, you must perform the Ritual of Registration. To find out how to do this, click on How to Order on the title screen." You did as the shareware demon commanded. How to Order told you to come here, Spiderweb Valley. It directed you to the registration temple, where you would meet the High Priest, JV. He would give you further instructions from there. Well, having arrived in Spiderweb Valley before sunrise this morning, you pass through the outer gates of the registration temple. Your adventuring destiny awaits the completion of the Ritual of Registration. You arrive at the registration temple. To the east, you see guest quarters, but your primary destination lies directly north. JV, huh? Let me guess. Jeff Vogel. I see what you did there. Oh, that leaves. I don't want to leave yet. Although I am very curious. Spiderweb Valley, eh? Oh, this is very curious. I'm definitely going to look into those, guest rooms. I saw various types of people in there. Oh, hello. There's a druid here, dressed in bright green robes. He's looking up at the trees. He doesn't seem to notice you, but then he introduces himself. "I'm a Fessers," he says, not averting his eyes from the treetops. "What brings you here?" He seems a bit lost in thought. "Nem wanted some help with the trees around here. I guess he figured a druid like me would be of some use." Nem? "Yeah. He built this place. He's in the sanctuary if you want to talk to him about it." Oh, I get it. This is going to not only be a reference to the Ritual of Registration, but we're going to have reference to all the various creators here, I think. I should have saved this. Professor is still staring at the trees. "You look lost," he says, never even looking at you. "Nice trees, huh?" He glances down from the trees for just a moment to give you a look, then looks back up. "Yeah, they're all right. Nem should have had me do the planting myself rather than just growing them. They're not arranged as nicely as they could be." "You grew the trees here?" "In a manner of speaking, yeah. Not all of them, though. Actually, most of the ones I grew were outside the temple walls. Nem did what he could with them, but, well..." Nem? Okay. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have... Aww. I like the gifts. Ah, you upset me. There's a statue of a spider in the middle of this pool. Strange decor for an otherwise pretty temple. I bet... Psst, hey, over here! You hear the whisper first, then begin looking for its source. Yeah, you, come here. When you look closely into the bushes next to the temple, you can see a robed humanoid standing there. Even upon closer look, you cannot see his or her face, or any other defining feature for that matter. This person speaks hurriedly in hushed tones. It's hard to understand, and you still can't even tell if it's male or female. Hey, you look like one of those people who likes to get stuff for free. You want a free BOA license? Could you not talk like that? It hurts my head. The person stares at you mutely for a moment before speaking again. Like what? I talk normal. What do you mean? Get a BOA license for free? How? It's easy. I got tons of them. Real easy. I'll just give you one if you want. No, I don't think that's a good idea. In fact, I should probably report you to Vogel. Oh no, don't do that. I'll kill you. Yeah, that happened. I guess that's a reference to, well, yeah, the DRM is a thing nowadays. People always trying to find ways to get around the DRM and that kind of crap. Way back when, in shareware and the like, all you needed was a key. So if you had a key generator, you could basically get into the game for free and play it completely for free. Not that I ever practiced that. This appears to be a storage warehouse. This is where all the temple's supplies are kept. Looks like someone was trying to organize it at one point, but then gave up. Well, I guess we can take the herbs. I mean, it's the only thing of any use here, I think. Wait, hold on, was there something else of use? No, there's not. It's probably cold. It's noticeably colder in this room, apparently because it's where the food is stored. How this is done, you cannot tell. It must be by some magical means. Fair enough. I mean, I guess I can grab a little bit. Oh, I have to give you that dagger. Yeah, grab some dried meat. May as well. Alright, now let's go investigate the guest rooms over here. I am curious. You can't tell who this person is, or even really what it is, but it looks like it's been gene-forged. In fact, that's what it's doing right now, gene-forging something. It doesn't pay any attention to you, however, it's far too absorbed in its work. Ha! Gene-forge reference. Oh! Oh, look at that! That's actually a... Now that I'm actually leaning in and looking, that's actually a servile avatar. And right here, we've got a Clawbug, we've got a Roamer, and we've got a Fiora. I love it! So what have we got here? Nethergate? This man is apparently a Celtic warrior, and he looks like he's about ready to go into battle. He has his hand on the pommel of his sword, and he's covered in woad war paint. You expect to be yelled at and attacked, but he remains calm, even as you barge into his room.
Name's Tyrannicus, but most people call me Tyron.
Who are you?
I'm the founder and leader of the Shadow Vale. You know, you really should go there and join us.
What brings you here?
What brings anyone here? We all need to register.
After a moment's pause, he continues.
If you're asking why Nem would ask me to be here specifically, I was wondering that too. He told me it's because Shadow Vale has been an asset to him. Then he asked me to beta test for him. I couldn't decline. If you want to know more about it, you can ask him. He's around somewhere, probably in the temple's sanctuary.
What brings you here? Okay, we already got that. SV Forum Rules. And Nethergate Manual. Hello. Forum Rules. Shadow Vale Forum Rules. Ha! There are no rules. Nethergate Resurrection. Welcome to the exciting and savage world of ancient Britannia. In Nethergate Resurrection, a historical fantasy role-playing game from Spiderweb Software, you will play a band of powerful Roman soldiers or savage Celts. Okay. Dicky? You are somewhat shocked at what is calmly standing in this room. It appears to be some kind of dinosaur, and its writing of all things. Dicky Yoba welcomes you. it says in a decidedly feminine voice. Who or what are you? She looks at you quizzically. Dickyolba is Dickyolba. A Dickyolba from Dickyolbia. She seems satisfied with her answer. Okay, but what do you do? Why are you here? Dickyolba writes the Dicky scripts. Dickyolba fears Dickyolba has started a cataclysmic trend of cameo media. That's why Dickyolba is here. Nemesis was inspired by Dickyolba's Dicky scripts. Dickyolba doesn't say anything more. She simply resumes her writing. Wait a second. Dickyolba's a woman? Huh. Did not know that. Oh, Spiderweb episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Okay, let's see these. Episode 1, Attack of the New... It was a quiet time for the Spiderweb software message boards. Sure, there were a few noobs to put up with now and then, but overall the boards were a peaceful, welcoming place, after when sanity was left safely at the door, of course. Then the Spiderwebbers learned that an army of noobs was coming to change the course of the boards forever. Episode 2, Return of the Spiderwebbers. The Spiderwebbers lost the war, and yet there is still hope for the Spiderweb software message boards. It may be possible to bring them all back. Unfortunately, the Spiderwebbers must also face another menacing foe in order to reclaim the boards. Episode 3, A New Game. It's been 2 months since the thing was banished from the Spiderweb software message boards. Since then, things have been too quiet. A little too quiet. Several people left the boards to recuperate from the recent experiences and never came back. The remaining members haven't said or done anything notable since then. Is there anything that can attract new members and get the old members talking again? Or are the boards and everyone on them doomed to fade into obscurity? Episode 4, Spiderweb Reloaded. A disaffected member who left Spiderweb a long time ago returns with plans for an army of killer bots and revenge. Huh. You'd think the Spiderwebbers would have remembered this guy. Episode 5. That's 4. I said 5. Okay. Episode 4. Spiderweb Resistance. Ex-Zeon builds up his army. The rats debate their opinions. Spiderweb prepares for battle. Student of Trinity and Nikki set out to prevent the war from ever happening, and power threatens to fall into the wrong hands. Okay then. Be well, Dickyolba. Now who's this? Nikki. This man is... Wait, Nikki's a man? Is diligently working on some piece of writing. He looks up when you approach. Nikki, he states. He holds out his hand, which you shake. And you are? Well, I'm Chesrook. Good to meet you. What are you doing here? He glances up from his paper and pen. Yeah, Nem wanted me here for some reason. Can't imagine why. I'm always making fun of his mum. He smirks at this thought. Anyhow, here I am. I guess he won our little competition. Competition? Yeah, he and I were having a bit of a race to see who would finish our project first. His place was his. I'm still working on mine. He gives a funny look at nothing in particular, then continues to work. Nikki is still writing, but he glances up at you on occasion to see if there's something you need. How's tricks? What's that you're working on? He glances down at the paper. Oh, this. It's a poem. I do a bit of writing in my free time. Can I see it? Can I see your mum? You don't have time to think of a reply before he continues. Didn't think so. Wait till I'm finished with it. Okay then. Nothing in there, nothing in there. BOA Editor Docs. Introduction to Scenario Design. Welcome to the Blades of Avernum Scenario Editor. Blades of Avernum system enables you to make fantasy role-playing adventures of great detail and complexity, and, hopefully, fun. It is a demanding program, and creating the next great adventure is not for the faint of heart. However, with time and ingenuity, you can create stories that will captivate Blades of Avernum fans all over the world. I'm sure. Certainly captivated me. Now, who have we got here? Niemand. A man in a bright green robe is sitting at the desk in this room. He's working on something, but when you look, you can't understand any of it. He stops his work and looks at you. Hi, I'm Niemand. What's that you're working on? He glances back down at his work. It's called a script. You might not understand what it's for, but for scripters, something like this can be very useful. He begins working again. I'm guessing this, among other things I've made, are why I am here at this temple. I'm just glad they're being used. Okay, then. Nothing in there. Oh, there's a dog there. Slartucker. I have seen that avatar several times. Yeah, I've seen that avatar many times on the forums. In this room, you find an average-looking dog. When he walks in, he looks up at you. You are about to reach down to pet his head when he does something decidedly not average.
Hi, I'm Slartucker, but you can call me Slarty.
You can talk! Slarty looks at you, utterly unimpressed with your revelation.
Yeah, so can you. Big deal. It's how we communicate.
Well, yes, but you're a dog.
You have a flair for stating the obvious. What's your point? I can do things too, you know. As a matter of fact, I've done quite a few things to help out around here. Not that I think you've heard of it, but I'm the one who wrote the Slarty vs. Death comic. Apparently, some people found that inspirational, even moving. What's more, ever heard of the Deathmatch of '07? I was behind that too. So what have you done to help the community?
Well, I've been doing these Let's Plays, if that counts. This appears to be a chart of some kind of tournament. It's hard to tell exactly what it is, though. Huh. Okay, then. And here... Unfortunately, Who the heck are you?
I'm Slartucker. Nice to see you too, Aaron. I'm here today to teach you about the facts of life. You see, when a man and woman love each other very much, like Nicky and Nicothedes do...
You're not funny. Why am I a mailman? And why am I holding this letter up in the air like I'm some kind of retarded paper model?
I find it's best not to question these things.
This strip sucks. Why can't you just do stick figures?
Think of this as the Avernum 4 of comic strips.
Look, don't diss stick figures. I did a stick figure comic for like, 3 years, 4 years? I don't remember how long. Then I ran out of motivation, got bored, and finally just stopped. I've stuck with this longer than I did that. Aranketar. There's a man dressed in wizard robes here. He's busily working on a vaguely man-shaped machine of some kind. It takes him a moment to notice that you're standing there.
Oh, hello. I'm Aranketar.
What's that you're working on? He grins proudly.
This, my friend, is a bot. Devices like this take boring, repetitive tasks off the hands of people with better things to do.
So is that what you do here?
What I do here? Well, I suppose so. Nemesis said that he found the Blades Forge useful in building this place, and that's something like what I'm doing here. No matter. What I do helps the community, and it's good practice. That's all I'm trying to do.
And Aranketar is still working.
Something else I can help you with?
This temple sure is a nice place, huh? A troubled look crosses his face.
I suppose. Except that spider statue in the middle of the pool. And the spider that pulls the supplies cart. Would be nicer without those.
Not a fan of spiders?
I hate them,
he states plainly. You don't press the matter further. Okay, then. And who's this? Nyoka. There's a young-looking priest in this room, mulling about aimlessly. He turns to face you when you walk in.
Hi, I'm Nyoka.
Are you here to register too?
Sort of, but Nemesis wanted me to beta test for him, so I'm one of the first to do it.
What do you think of this place?
It's fine, I guess. It's not as extravagant as Nemesis made it sound at first. It's also not quite as populated. I really expected to see more people here. Maybe his next project will be bigger.
He trails off, as if suddenly realizing he said more than he should. Really now? Okay, we've read the Blades of Avernum editor docs. Yeah, I'll grab it all anyway. Let's see. Blades of Avernum manual. Welcome to the world of Blades of Avernum. You are about to create a band of adventurers and take them out on exciting adventures. You will meet people, accept quests, solve puzzles, and fight many exotic and cunning foes. You'll gain wealth and power and hopefully fame or infamy. Yeah, we've already done that one. And over here we got... Who is this? Luz. I do not recognize that name at all. This woman is quietly sitting at the desk, drawing something intently. From what you can see, she's very good. She doesn't seem to even notice you, so you can't make conversation. You do, however, catch her name is Luz, because it is written on her other drawings.
You watch her for a few moments before deciding to leave her to her work. Yeah, I don't know anything about her. Never seen that name before. And who is this? There's a young woman here in a red dress, holding what must be the biggest club you've ever seen held by a human. She eyes you suspiciously as you approach her. My name is Andraste. What do you want? Wait, I don't think I recognize this name, but just from the fact she's wielding an enormous club, I'm guessing that's basically the band club or band hammer. She's a mod, ain't she? What brings you to the Temple of Registration? Nem asked me to be here. Good thing, too. He needs some incentive to get to work on Taskmaker. I think I can persuade him to finish it soon, she says, brandishing the huge truncheon and grinning. Taskmaker? Yeah, the scenario he's been promising for more than 2 years. Can you believe it's taking him so long? I can't wait for it much longer. I'm so excited about it, I even named my cat after one of the characters. Danilani Ludolf. Andraste is holding up her club menacingly. However, now she smiles at you slightly. That's a very nice club you've got there. Thank you. It's great for clubbing seals. Or noobs. She narrows her eyes at you. Right who? And the cat doesn't say anything. Sexy red dress. Not gonna take that. And the club. Okay. That's all the guest rooms. And everyone's leaving. Let's leave them in there. They can run around wherever they want. And I'm actually going to end this episode here. Oh, no, actually, we do have 10 minutes. Let's do it. This is the foyer of the registration temple. It's this building where you can begin the ritual of registration. Now you just have to find this Vogel person and get further instructions from him. Excuse me. Sorry about that. There is a priest sitting here. Given that you are in a temple, this is unsurprising. However, this particular priest has a live chicken sitting calmly on his head.
Hello there. I'm Thralny, cleric of the chicken god. Nice to meet you.
You have a chicken on your head.
You are very observant. The chicken god decrees that all of his clerics must carry a chicken with them at all times. The best place for a chicken is on my head.
Wait, Thralny, didn't you die in Avernum?
Different Thralny, pure coincidence. I am the Thralny that designs BOA and encourages newbie designers like Nem to not give up on their BOA projects. We need more scenarios.
I believe I played some of yours. What's this? J. Vogel. Okay. Ritual chamber. Well, let's start with can we? This room looks like it's the sanctuary of this temple. Why exactly a temple like this needs a sanctuary, you're really not sure. There can't be much to say in a sermon. Sure enough, the room is so clean it looks like it's never used. Only one person is even here now. This man is sitting here in the sanctuary by himself in silence. His eyes are closed and he's barely moving. When you approach, he opens his eyes.
Hey, I'm Nemesis. What can I do for you?
What is this place?
It's a registration temple. You must have figured that out by now. This is the place all adventurers have to go to in order to go anywhere but the Valley of Dying Things, Skylark Vale.
Wait, I know of plenty of adventurers that have been to other places without coming here first.
Yeah, I know. So technically you don't have to come here first. I myself had been several places before I even conceptualized this one. There always has been a ritual of registration, though, just not one that you could actually participate in, per se. I built this place mostly for recognition of the ritual. Anyway, don't we all just want to stick it to that shareware demon?
Nemesis is just staring at you.
Any questions for me?
I've seen a few people around here. Who are they?
Oh, them? Spiderwebbers. They're people that, in one way or another, whether willingly and knowingly or not, helped me to build this place. I figured I'd invite them here as a sort of tribute. It's not a common practice, mind you, but I felt like doing something different.
So far, I'm a little saddened that I haven't seen, well, the guy who did the first scenarios I did yet. You built this place, huh? So you must work with Vogel.
Who, me? Nah, I'm just some random mook who has nothing better to do with his time and resources. In truth, I doubt Vogel even really knows I exist. Oh well.
Perhaps. Just some incense there. Can we look in the ritual room? Nope, it's locked. Alright, time to speak with the man himself. The sign at the door says that this is Vogel's office. That must mean the man at the desk is Vogel. He's busily working on something. He glances up when you enter, beckons you forward, and begins speaking. Hello, adventurer. Let me guess why you're here, just so we're on the same page. You're adventuring, and then out of nowhere there's the shareware demon saying you can't go any further, right? You nod. He's quite correct. Alright, then it's time for you to perform the ritual of registration. Here, fill this out, then return it to me when you're done. Okay, BOA order form. This is a pretty straightforward form. It asks the basic personal questions. Name, residence, payment method, etc. Fill this out pretty quickly right now if you want it. You're waiting? Okay, whatever. Only because I'm gonna look at these other things. BOA editor docs, Blades of Avernum manual, nothing. Vogel is working, but he glances in your direction every now and then. Well, do you have anything to tell me? There is a shifty person outside trying to give away free Blades of Avernum licenses. Know anything about that? Yes, unfortunately some people don't see the value in being honest. The best we can do with such people is to dispose of them before they cause harm. It's a plague upon the rest of us, and it seems no matter how many we kill, there are always more. I thank you for your part in getting rid of them. We gained experience for that, sure. Yeah, alright. Fill it out now. You need a pen and ink to fill out this form. Okay. Fill it out. You fill out the form. Unsurprisingly, it's not that difficult. Give him the completed form. He takes the form from you and looks it over. Good, he says, standing up. I'll go let you into the ritual chamber. From there, you must enter the portal and face the shareware demon. You must face it one-on-one, with no help from anyone else. It has set forth the rules, stating that you must prove yourself worthy in order to complete the ritual. Don't be afraid, though. I'm sure you will succeed. Just be confident. Now excuse me for a moment while I open the door for you. He disappears through his office door. A few minutes later, he returns. The door is open. Leave this office, then head to the west side of the building. When you're done, come back to me to get your Blades of Avernum license. Good luck to you. Okay. I am curious what's outside, though. And I'm going to take a look at that first in the next episode, because this episode's gone on about long enough, I think. This is very fascinating. It looks like it's basically just a big love letter to the community and the games themselves. Mainly the community. Again, I'm upset that, Calandon isn't here. That was the right name, right? Yeah, I believe it was Calandon. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while. Pretty certain that's Calandon. Anyway, next episode, I'm just going to take a quick look outside and then move on to complete the ritual of registration. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Chester44. That is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play. And I shall see you all next time. Please ignore that ding.